Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to LeggLife and more importantly, welcome to Glacier Bay. This is a place that I've always wanted to visit and I cannot believe that today we are actually here and we get to experience it for ourselves. Now I will say, coming out on the balcony this morning, noticeably colder. You can definitely feel the chill in the air as we are here in Glacier Bay. It is also pretty windy outside and I hope that doesn't mess with the audio too much in this video, but I cannot wait to share all of this with you today. I cannot wait to see it all with our own eyes and bring you guys along as we experience Glacier Bay for the very first time. Alright, so I'm up and dressed because there is a 7:30 presentation by the National Park Rangers that just actually got on the ship just a little while ago. Kind of going to give an overview of what to expect today, what the day's going to look like, and it's one of the things that I wanted to go to. So, heading down to the Princess Theater to see the morning presentation by the Park Rangers, and then I think it's breakfast and coffee. Sherry's still in bed, getting some sleep, and I'm gonna go learn something. This is what I'm here for, so let's head into the Princess Theater.
My goal this morning is to tell you where we're going today and a little bit about our itinerary with the Rangers and then what we hope to get out of our journey. We want you to learn as much as possible about your national park, and this is such an amazing place where you can see glaciers and temperate rainforest in the same day. We have mountains towering 15,000 feet. We have tides that fluctuate 25 feet. So if you're kayaking, make sure you get that kayak way up because it might not be there in the morning. We have seals, sea otters, sea lions, minke whales, humpback whales, orcas. Some of that we're going to look hard for today and see what we can see. There are brown bear, there are black bear, there are moose, there are porcupine, red squirrel, and wolves in the park. We're going to see some beautiful tidewater glaciers today, and we're going to take this journey together.
All right, I just went back to the stateroom after the ranger chat because I forgot something, and I'm just now realizing I think I grabbed a different hat. I think I have a different hat on than I did like 2 minutes ago when you saw me. So now I'm hungry and I'm gonna head up to the buffet, grab some breakfast. The buffet here in the Royal Princess is kind of divided into two sides. We have the Horizon Bistro, which is down there. They have like the bakery section, a lot of the desserts and stuff are down there. And the Horizon Court is like the main hot food buffet area. You can see lots of people outside up top looking out. We actually just passed an area where we saw a couple of mountain goats right over there. Pretty darn cool. And we were actually getting closer to one of the first glaciers. So I think I'm gonna head back to our stateroom and maybe sit out on the balcony for a little bit and get ready for a beautiful day in Glacier Bay.
I'll be speaking to you intermittently from the ship's bridge as we travel through the park today. I'm not the only ranger on board, however. I'm joined by Ranger Jen, Ranger Sherri, and Carrie from our nonprofit partner, Alaska Geographic. This morning, we traveled on our park's transfer vessel to meet your ship and get on board.
I just got back to our stateroom, and this is really neat. So they have narration throughout the day from the park rangers who are on board, just kind of letting you know what wildlife we see, where we're at, that kind of stuff. But in your stateroom, if you go to the Bridge View live TV channel, you can actually hear that live narration. This is so nice. One of the things that we're actually going to be looking for as we get closer to the glaciers and as we get into some of the icebergs that are floating in the water is we're going to be looking for like sea otter, harbor seal pups, because this is the time of year when there could be a lot of them. In fact, Johns Hopkins Glacier, we're actually not going to be able to get terribly close to because that's kind of one of the main areas that they have their pups. So we're going to look at it from a distance but not get too terribly close as to not disturb them. But when we get into some of the floating ice, definitely going to be looking for those. Sherri Beth, good morning. First time they're seeing you today. You're all bundled up, ready for a day here in Glacier Bay. Are you excited?
Yes.
You can start to see the face of the glacier coming into view right around this rock corner. There's not a lot of narration I feel like is appropriate. So I'm just gonna be quiet and let you guys look at this. Sure if the camera's picking it up at all, but glaciers obviously are moving, right? And as they move, they make noises, and so every now and then you just hear these, gosh, these almost thunder-like cracks that come from the glacier. That's just amazing. Now, when we get to some other glaciers, we're hoping to see some calving, and what calving is, it's when pieces of the face of the glacier fall off into the water. And when that happens, obviously, a lot of times it can make a big splash, but it also gives that huge thunderous noise. All right, so we are sailing on from glacier number 1, and I have to say, so far, one of my favorite things that we've brought on this cruise are these. I didn't know how much I would like these or if I'd even use them, but they've actually been so helpful to stand out here to just like watch the coastline, to watch the water, looking for not just animals, but kind of anything. Like I was looking through them a second ago, and way up there is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful waterfall that I couldn't see with my naked eye, but these helped. Sherri's got the binoculars out and she's looking because they just said that there are 2 brown bear right over here on the right-hand side. And so she's kind of combing the coastline, looking for them. It's so fun when you come up to like a place like this because it's like, oh man, what's around the corner? It's like we can't see it, but I feel like we're about to be blown away by beauty. And just as I thought, right around the corner, holy cow. So here's the hard part right now, and I know we've said this in this vlog series. These videos, this camera, in no way can even come close to capturing how vast and beautiful this is. It is so awe-inspiring, and you just feel so small when you're surrounded by mountains and glaciers in the ocean. So they gave us a Glacier Bay map in our stateroom last night, which I think is super cool. It's like a national park brochure. And just kind of give you guys an idea of where we are. Legg Glacier was that first glacier we passed by that I showed you. And so we've kind of come up here around Jaw Point. That's this point right there. And the glacier that we're getting kind of a view of right now is Johns Hopkins Glacier. So now that the ship is kind of turning away from Johns Hopkins, you can actually start to get another view of Legg Glacier, which was that first glacier we saw back over there. Now on our right, see the sun directly above us. And I'm not gonna lie, the boat turned this way. Sorry, the ship turned this way. Feels amazing. So this is really cool. Sorry I didn't get the vlog camera. I grabbed the photography camera instead. There were 2 brown bears right over there on the beach. They were the ones that they told us about earlier that we did not see. Now we saw them. Yep, turn the boat around. So, boom. We saw black bear yesterday. Brown bears today. Love it. Breakfast and coffee just got here. It's pretty nice that we can order those things and they deliver them right to our room while we're outside looking at this. Yep. Sherri Beth got a bowl of fruit and a vanilla latte.
Yeah, it's like a French vanilla latte.
And I got a butter pecan latte. Delicious. There's a really good view of Legg Glacier as we Pass it over here on the right. And you're not gonna be able to see it because it's kind of off a ways. But there's a little orange speck, like right back in there. I was looking at it through the binoculars, and it's a tent. You can see there's somebody camping back in there. I have no clue how they got here. I mean, kayak maybe? And just like hanging out? Pretty amazing camping spot though. So we actually have a couple of glaciers in view right now. We have Marjory Glacier, which is right over here. You can see on the left-hand side. That's actually the one that we are going to. And then we have the Grand Pacific Glacier. Now the Grand Pacific Glacier is this big black area over there. And the reason that, well, this glacier over here kind of has that iconic blue color and Grand Pacific is black, is the Grand Pacific has basically been churning up dirt and stuff as it moves, and that's just brought all of that to the surface. So it might not look like ice, but it certainly is. It's also interesting because right beyond the Grand Pacific Glacier is actually the border for Canada and the United States. So we're currently still on the United States side, but Canada just back over there. A little bit of perspective as far as how quick some of the glaciers here in Alaska are receding. The Grand Pacific Glacier in 1907 came all the way out to this point right here.
You can see we've actually got a couple of sea otters in the water right here ahead of us.
So we are heading away from Marjory Glacier. I think that's like our last main glacier stop here in Glacier Bay. So we're kind of heading out of the area we've been in. And again, camera's just not going to pick it up. But right up here on one of these little floating icebergs is a few sea otters. And we were looking at some photos of when we passed them earlier. I actually think it's a mom and two pups, which makes sense because a lot of times you see the pups on these icebergs. They were saying because the oil in their skin is not fully developed to protect them from the cold water. So a lot of times what you see are moms with their pups up on the ice. Also keeps them out of the water, protecting them from things like orcas that would love to have a little snack. All right, Zachman's just took off after hanging out for a while, just enjoying the sunshine, this amazing weather, and I think it is probably nap time. It's nice, it's warm. We're kind of done with stuff for the day. We've seen our last glacier, at least that we're pulling up to, and I think it's nap time. Sherri Beth is in here doing some reading. What do you think about nap time?
I approve.
All right, well, it's not nap time. Not quite yet. Change of plans. Because the Park Service actually has like an informational table set up here. They kind of turned this into a floating Park Service visitor center. And so I wanted to check that out. And I think they also have like a shop set up. And I'm just curious about what kind of stuff they have there. So we are going to go check that out. And also later today, we have a wine tasting. Glacier Bay wine tasting. That sounds wonderful. That is at 3 p.m. So let's go shop, then maybe naps, then wine tasting, then dinner. Today could not be better. So here we are in the Vista Lounge at the little national park area, and you can see they have a Glacier Bay National Park map. Very cool, I like this a lot. It shows kind of the typical cruise ship route in Glacier Bay. So again, we came up, this is where the Rangers got on board. Came all the way up here. Here is Johns Hopkins Glacier. We saw Lamplugh Glacier, and then we went up there to Marjory. And now we are heading back out, and the rangers will get off the ship back down there. And this kind of shows today's viewing schedule, like what to expect. Very cool. They actually do have a program at 1 o'clock called Ice Ice Baby. Get it? You can see they actually have quite a bit of different merch and stuff for sale. They have Glacier Bay beanies, ball hats. They actually do have some shirts and stuff. Little plushes. Oh, a scarf, that's pretty. Playing cards. Looks like we got pins and stickers. Lots of different Glacier Bay stuff you can get here from this booth. And this booth is actually run by Alaska Geographic, which is a nonprofit partner of the Park Service. So this isn't actually like a Park Service run booth. It's run by one of their partners. All right, so this is actually kind of cool. One of the sticker packs that Sherri wanted is only for when you become a member of Alaska Geographic. And since we live here in Alaska, travel all around our state, we said, you know what? Yes, let's become a member. So it's only $35, but you do get 15% off a bunch of different things around Alaska, and you get a cool gift. Not just the stickers. We got to choose between this and the bag. We chose the bag. So we're going to show you the things that we bought from them. Just a few things. We got the bag with our membership. I really like that. And then we got
Membership card.
membership card.
This is the sticker pack that I wanted that you had to be a member of in order to get.
Yep, so you got your stickers.
Another sticker.
I loved that one. I
Yeah,
love that it
so
says
pretty.
Glacier Bay. And we got
Postcard.
4 of those postcards.
And then this is 17 postcards, and they're all like
They're so pretty.
cute little wildlife.
I know, I love them.
Yeah.
So, we might have to go see if they have postcard stamps at the front desk. Get some postcard stamps,
That'd be fun.
because I did see a mail slot on board. And get some postcards sent off to friends.
That'd be a lot of fun.
All right, so we just found a brand new outdoor space that we had not seen yet on the ship. This is Deck 7 out by the Vista Lounge. And this has given me like Deck 4 on the Disney ship vibes, with the nice outdoor recliners, like seated pool chairs. Just looking at the world go by, Sherri taking photos. And now I'm curious to see where in the heck it goes. So we are walking on Deck 7 around like to the back of the ship. What? Looks like it ends right here, but look at how cool this is. I had no clue. Absolutely no clue this area was back here. Sherri, did you know this? Nope. So we decided to come by the library and look at the books and see if all the books we brought to give away that we put in the library on day 1 are gone. And every one of them is gone. I love that. People are actually reading the books we brought. What do you think about that, Sherri?
That's kind of fun.
This was one of the things we wanted to make sure we did while we were still on the Royal Princess. Sushi at Sea in the Ocean Terrace Seafood Bar. Look at this. So, we are definitely going to sit down and get some sushi. All right, now Ocean Terrace is an extra charge. It's not included in the price. You can see they have sake, they have beers, they have some cocktails, different wines, but the reason we're here, oh yes, oh that's fun. With any purchase, edamame is complimentary, asparagus complimentary, and then they have rolls. So the rolls, like a blue crab roll, crunchy spicy tuna cucumber roll, cut into 4 pieces, $3.25. So yeah, it's an additional cost, but for sushi, amazing. Over here we have sushi and sashimi. There's a sushi platter, 2 pieces of tuna, 2 pieces of yellowtail, 2 salmon, 2 shrimp, 2 scallop, $7. So honestly, their prices are kind of amazing. Then they have some torched sushi down here. Dang. Okay, I'm actually impressed. Okay, so our sushi's been delivered, and it was less than $20 for all of this. I think it was like 17 or 18 bucks. That's a lot of sushi, and it's beautiful, and it's like little details. Like, look at the wasabi as the leaf. So pretty. Now, the best part about sushi isn't how it looks, it's how it tastes. Let's eat. Well, we did pretty good. We actually didn't realize that the rolls were going to be as big as they were. We thought the pieces would be like a lot smaller.
Well, and it did say like 4 pieces, and this was 6, and that was 10.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of sushi, so we didn't finish it all. But sushi at sea, pretty darn delicious. All right, so we came back to the room, and we both laid down, and we both took a nap. Today is warm and beautiful and wonderful, and like, it's a good day to take a nap and just to rest. But we have to get up because we have a wine tasting, and you cannot sleep through wine tastings. So we're gonna get dressed. It's also a formal night, so we're gonna put on some fancy schmancy clothes, go drink some wine, go hang out a little bit, and then tonight we have dinner at their steakhouse on board that I'm really, really excited about. So let's get changed. So we're walking to our wine tasting. Look how pretty Sherri Beth looks in your purple, actually more of a lavender, lacy dress. See, I also am wearing purple. Look at us. We kind of match. Our wine tasting is here in the Allegro dining room. So we just sat down for the wine tasting, and you can see they have a little plate of crackers, cheeses, grapes, and then the different wines we're gonna have. I think the last wine tasting on a cruise we did was the stem to stern wine tasting with Disney. So excited to see how Princess compares in the wine game.
So we're gonna start this wine tasting with a sparkling wine, Saint Michel Brut, and then we're gonna move to a Chardonnay, Meiomi Chardonnay. The next one is going to be Kim Crawford Pinot Noir from New Zealand. Then we're gonna have the Los Vascos Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile, and as we say, the best for the end. The sweetest part always from the end. We're gonna try a dessert wine, Erasmus Late Harvest from Chile.
What do you think? Do you like it? Yeah?
All right, Sherri Beth. Our wine tasting is over. Lasted about 45 minutes. What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I liked how they did this.
How it gave you, and just so you guys.
Take notes on.
Yeah, so we took notes. You much more detailed notes than I did. But one of the things. What's that?
Nobody's shocked at that.
No, nobody's shocked. Some of the things that I love that they gave us, though, they told us the price on board of every bottle.
Yep.
They told us the bin number, so what you, like if you want to order a bottle, they told you exactly what you need. They also told you a lot of things you could try with it. Like one of them was barbecue, smoked sausage, meats.
Yep.
And so I just thought that, I don't know, it was more than just like drinking good wine. I felt like if I was to buy one of these bottles, I have all of the things I need to leave here and like enjoy it the way it should be enjoyed.
Agreed, yeah. That's one of the things I made notes of, like the kinds of food that each one would be good with.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was $25, which I thought was great. And I loved the fact that it was taught by like 2 different people. They kind of switched in and out, and they told personal stories.
Yes, I actually like that.
Like they made it, I don't know, they talked about like where their love for wine started. We got to know a little bit of them.
Yep.
So this, to me, I thought it was great. We would absolutely do it again. Did I love all the wines? No. My favorite wine was probably the Late Harvest Sauvignon Blanc. Again, Late Harvest means it's staying on the vine past the first frost, bringing out a lot of those natural sugars. It was super, super sweet, but it was really good. And then this Meiomi Chardonnay from California. It was nice and buttery and delicious. I loved that one. So I think those, my 2 favorite. Sherri Beth, what would your 2 favorite have been?
Definitely this Late Harvest. And I did actually like the Chateau Saint Michel.
Which was the first one was sparkling wine, the Brut.
Yep.
That was a good one as well.
Too. I was wishing that they had like a really deep red.
None of the reds were like big bold. It was okay.
It was good, but it wasn't like, I wanted something like deep, like a Malbec.
I did like though that all of these wines were fairly reasonable. They were all between like $35 and $39 a bottle.
Yep.
Which is a great price for a bottle of wine.
Right.
So Princess, good job on the wine tasting. One thing that I love around the ship is these giant screens by the elevators that actually have the itinerary for the day on there. Super helpful. Also, you can scan your, I might have showed this already, you can scan your medallion right there, and it pulls up all of your personal information. And if you want to like, you know, like change things, these are all like swipe. So cool.
play games.
You can also play games. So this is kind of cool. You can actually see that there's a boat pulling up next to us. That is where the park rangers that got on this morning are going to get off of our ship. So this is really interesting. One of the things they do here at Princess is during the day, these are their beach chairs, right? They're lounging chairs out on deck. They just look like, you know, normal cruise line lounging chairs. And then at nighttime, they actually come out and they put on these maroon pads just to make them a little bit more comfortable for the movies under the stars. I kind of love that. They actually also have these little pillows they slip over the head. So they're just like super comfortable to lay in and watch movies in. All right, none of you should be surprised by this. Sherri and I are in the, what is it, the Wheelhouse? Wheelhouse Lounge, which is right outside of the Steakhouse where we're having dinner tonight. And you can see they have a live piano over there in the corner. There's just a lot of people playing games, hanging out. We got a couple drinks on the way. I think it's gonna be a great night. They just sat us down here at our table. We are at the Crown Grill tonight, which is their seafood and chop house. This has been the meal I've been the most looking forward to. It is an additional charge, $29 per person. Appetizers, prawns, beef tartare, lobster cakes, seared jumbo sea scallops. Holy cow. It just, everything, you guys. Looks spectacular. Now here in the middle, they do have things that are a little bit of an upcharge. They have the Alaska menu. So king salmon with clams, Alaska crab cakes, whole roasted prime rib of beef, and then there's those sides. And then over here we have their meat, the chops. You can see a 16-ounce beef chop down to a 22-ounce porterhouse, and then steaks. The Crown's Grill Surf and Turf is my guess of what Sherri's gonna get. It's an additional $10, but it's an 8-ounce fillet and a 6 to 7 ounce Maine lobster tail. So $10 for that, good price. Appetizers are here. You guys, the appetizers are beautiful. Sherri and I both went with the sea scallops, some salmon caviar on there. Lacey went with the lobster cake. Look, like the presentation is awesome. Justin, sea scallops. Next course is here. 3 of us went with, wait, no, just Justin. Well, yours is different though. Wait, what did you get?
A shrimp and pancetta mix.
Oh, Lacey went with a salad that looks awesome. The avocado on the top. And then Justin and I went with, it's like a black and blue cheese. Like French onion soup. So it's got Jack Daniels, blue cheese. I hope it's great. So our entrees just got here. All 4 of us got the surf and turf, which is the lobster and the filet mignon. And look at this, they come to your table and cut out your lobster meat, and they bring a selection of salts. And they brought us all of the side dishes. So we have asparagus, we've got like red mashed potatoes, we got french fries, we have mushrooms, and we have 4 loaded baked potatoes. Here's the dessert menu: apple and rhubarb cobbler with a blueberry drizzle and vanilla ice cream, a key lime pie bar, salted caramel creme brulee cheesecake, triple chocolate treasure, and then a warm chocolate mousse trifle. Every one of those looks amazing. Best part of dinner's here. Mine is just like a whole bunch of chocolate. Look how adorable the little macarons are. Spectacular. Justin's is served in a fish bowl, so you know it's good. Sherri and Lacey are splitting a couple things. A salted caramel cheesecake, key lime. Very excited. I had a coffee. It's already gone. Dinner's over. It was spectacular. Best dinner we've had on board for sure, but it is time for karaoke. Woo! Yes, yes. I'm telling you guys, Princess Karaoke is so funny. So much.
celebrated your 60th birthday.
60. All right, friends, we are back in our stateroom. It is like 11:15. We finished karaoke. Sherri, the other night, on the legendary night of karaoke, the people around the ship are still talking about. You missed it.
Missed it because I went to bed.
Because you went to sleep. But you went to karaoke tonight.
I did.
What did you think?
It was hilarious.
You guys.
I mean, there was singing, and then there was a push-up competition in the middle of a song. Like literally, the song stopped, and they did a push-up competition, and then started another song. Like I don't know what happened.
It is spectacular. Like that is now 2 karaoke competitions in a row that have just been like the highlight of the day. It's unbelievable. So Princess, again, well done. Sherri Beth today was in Glacier Bay.
Yes.
What'd you think?
It was beautiful. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Really loved it. I think we got some great photos. Hopefully you got some cool video. You guys got to see the ship is rocking.
Oh, it's rocking a little bit.
We have not the ship. We've not spent that much time at the bar. It is the water. Today was just such a good day. It was a relaxing day. So tomorrow we're at College Fjords. Another day very similar to today, like scenic cruising. Mm-hmm. But Sherri Beth, today you got given kind of a cool gift.
I did. So I was in here reading, and there was a knock at the door, and our stateroom host brought this by for us.
An I Love Philippines wooden keychain.
He's like, just so you can remember. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute.
So our stateroom host name is Jonathan, and Jonathan has been
fantastic.
Spectacular.
Yep.
Like, he's been so great. He's gotten us everything we need. He's taken such good care of us. Oh, he's just the nicest.
Yep.
And so how nice that he gave us like a little gift to remember him.
And it's so pretty.
It really is pretty, actually. So that was a huge highlight today.
Yep.
Friends, we love you guys, but tomorrow is our last full day on the ship.
Yes, it is.
Kind of hard to believe that it's gone by so fast. Mm-hmm. Our plan tomorrow is to sleep in, get some rest, another lazy day, but who knows if that will happen. I will probably wake up early because I'm like a kid, and tomorrow's like the last day, and so I am very excited.
If you can be semi-quiet, I might actually be able to sleep in.
I'll probably have to just sneak out of the room and leave and let Sherri sleep.
Correct.
So, friends, we love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our community and following us along on all of our adventures here in our home state with Princess Cruise Line, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for our last full day vlog here on the Royal Princess. Good night, friends.